So I feel like I finally figured out my bus driver do. My hair's like all back and twisted up and very neat. You know, when my defogger fans are going, I don't want my hair getting in my face and causing a blind spot because, you know, it can be quite voluminous. Yeah, so we're going with this. The hair driver do. What are we doing? Let's go. Hey guys, thanks for clicking and welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Kelsey, but you can call me Mystic because people have been calling me Mystic since 1827 when I wasn't actually created. But you know what was created in 1827 is the school bus. The first school bus was actually horse-drawn, so I'm glad I'm not driving a school bus in 1827, but I'm driving one in 2021. So honestly, I never thought I was going to be driving a school bus, but I have had a good amount of practice because when I was a kid, my dad would have me drive his work vans and work trucks with trailers attached to them and learn to back them up and drive them forward and stuff. And although a bus is like way higher and has a crazy tail spin, it still did prepare me a little bit for what I'm doing now. So, it's been a crazy process. The first hurdle was getting my CDL permit, which took a while. This section covers commercial driver's license tests, medical requirements, driver disqualifications, other safety rules, and the international registration program. So I went for my job interview in December, and I made a video on that. I was like super freaked out about my job interview. Today's video is unlike any other. I'm getting a job, I think, I hope. I have an interview today. I've had several headaches just like thinking about this whole situation and being like, what if I don't get the job? What if I crash the interview? I'm gonna be like interviewed by 3 people. I've never been interviewed by 3 people before. We have a lot of work to do. I mean, we gotta fix my hair. We gotta take a shower. We gotta take a shower first and then fix the hair. We gotta go check out the clothing situation first though. So let's go. We're going to be wearing some slacks if we have them. So I'm gonna try to find some. We're in the closet, as you can see. What looks classy, friends? I'm thinking a 1 and a 2, and those don't match, do they? You know. Let's dig for other options. The prospects are not looking good. We're either going to wear this dress with a blazer on top, which could be a thing, or those mismatched blazer stuff with this little tanky and maybe a nice gold necklace that I don't currently have possession of, but can steal from one of my sisters at any given moment. With their permission, of course. Okay, so this would look really cute. I feel like, I don't know. We're gonna have to try everything on and like get the vibe, you know? And then we got these pants that if I'm looking super fly, people might not notice that they are not matching. Yeah, I mean... Hi. So before interviews in my family, I'm always the one prepping everyone, saying like, you know, these are the questions they're probably gonna ask you. So now I'm gonna prep myself. I'm super excited about this job and I need to get all these jitters out, all these interview jitters out because, you know, they're just like coming up like butterflies in the tum-tum and it's hurting a little bit. The tum-tum is hurting a little bit. I think I need some antacid. But yeah, I'm gonna be interviewed by 3 people, which has never happened in my life before. And I'm just sitting here in my head. I'm just like sitting at one side of a desk and there are 3 people at the other side of the desk and the desk is like miles long and the people are just staring at me like this. And one of them's got their glasses on and they're just like, so. And the other one's just like, so. And then the other one's just like, so. And I'm just like sitting over there like, hi guys. So, why do you want to work for the Department of Transportation? Well, you know, I've wanted to drive big things for the longest time. Lately, I've just been driving a Subaru Legacy. It's really small if you've never seen one before, you know. Well, that's just reason number 1. I mean, I love children. I have 3 of them, so... did that answer your question? Are you on drugs? No. I would never be on drugs. I mean, I have 3 kids. I'm breastfeeding. I couldn't be on drugs. I mean, that would be terrible. I mean, I wouldn't be on drugs even if I wasn't breastfeeding, but no, I'm not on drugs, Your Honor. I mean, mister. So, what's your driving history like? My driving history. So are you talking about me being pulled over or like having tickets? I'm not quite sure. I've never had a ticket. I have gotten pulled over about 3 times. The first time I was in my 1995 Toyota Corolla and I got pulled over because my taillight wasn't working. Then I got pulled over in the night before my wedding because my back lights weren't on in the Subaru and I didn't know you had to like click a thing, and then I clicked the thing, Julie, and then my driving record's good. When can you start? You know, I'm really busy right now with YouTube, and I am launching my own business, and I'm starting my career and stuff, and I really want to start out, you know, doing a source of income that's like very solid, you know? And that's why I thought that this job would be a good fit for me. I suppose I can start after my next YouTube video, which should be published tomorrow. So, I guess I can start on Wednesday. The oversharing has been done. I've gotten it out. The jitters have been gotten out. So now let's do the interview for real. Why would you like to work for the Department of Transportation? Well, I'd like to work for the Department of Transportation because I've always liked driving bigger vehicles. I also have a huge love for children, and I was very positively influenced by my first bus driver that I ever had when I moved to Virginia. Her name was Mrs. Green. I feel like being a bus driver will knock out two of my goals, which is driving a big vehicle and making a positive impact on children. Are you on drugs, and would you be willing to take a drug test? I am most certainly not on drugs, and I would be very open to taking a drug test or screening. When can you start? I can start anytime. What is your driving record like? My driving record's clean. I haven't gotten any tickets for speeding or violating traffic laws or anything like that, so I have a clean driving record, which I plan to continue to uphold. How did you hear about this job? So I heard about this job from my mom, who is a stellar bus driver, and she's been working for the county for a solid blah 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 years now. I have to call my mom and ask her how many years so I can know exactly how many years she's been working there for. But I heard about the job from my mom, and she thinks that I'm a great driver and thinks that I have what it takes to become a bus driver, even though when I do sit on the chair, I'm going to have to wear a cushion on my bottom so that I can see above the thing, which means that you guys would probably have to get pedal extenders for me because I am 5'0" and I wouldn't be able to reach the pedals if I have a cushion on. But yeah, I heard about it from my mom. You got the job. Thank you. You got the job. Thank you. You got the job. Thank you very much. Alright guys, I'm going to go take a shower now, and I was contemplating washing my hair, but I do not want to wash my hair because it would give me less time, and then I would start to grinch of Christmas. No, I'm joking. I would start to freak out a little bit. So I'm not going to wash my hair. I'm just going to do something to it. Okay, we're gonna do something to it and hope that we don't regret our decision. It is 10 o'clock, which means my thing is at 1:10, so I need to be like getting ready now so that I don't have any like issues, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so the hair is done. We've taken a shower. It's time to try on clothes. And if you think we're doing makeup, well, we're not, because one, I would have no idea what I'm doing. I might do a little bit of plucking on my eyebrows, like down here, not up there, because I'm kind of liking how my eyebrows are growing in. But yeah, we're not wearing makeup today because I do not want to like botch my face and then end up looking like crazy or something. So let's go try on some clothes, and yeah. Plus, if I put on makeup, I'm going to be touching my eyes, because every time I put on makeup, I end up touching my eyes because I just do. And then I'm getting smudged and look like I'm just not put together. And we're not going for the not put together look. We're going for the put together look. So let's go get put together. So this is the first one up top. I feel like I've lost a ton of weight because these used to fit me nicely. Alright, let's try on the next thing, because this is feeling a little bit stiff. I don't know. It could work. I just think that there could be something better. Okay, I'm about to show you guys the almost finished product. I did end up putting a little bit of makeup on. Mascara and a teeny weeny bit of eyeliner, as you can see. Or maybe not. Let's see. Okay. So that is the finished product. I decided to go with the flats instead of the heels because I think it looks better. But I'm gonna take a few photos, and I'll see you guys when we're about to go. I went to the interview and I got the job. So today is my first day of training for work, and I did my first half, and now I'm out at lunch, and I'm eating lunch now. I've been freezing the whole entire day. It's super cold inside the building. It's always super cold inside the building. I've always been like cold inside buildings. Like,
I don't know why I keep repeating this, but at school, I would always be freezing inside school and I'd be waiting to get out of school just so I could like go out in the sun and get hot. Now it's like overwhelmingly hot in the car because it's like magnified, you know? I just feel like an ant. I just feel like an ant underneath a magnifying glass, although I doubt I feel it to that magnitude. I did not mean that in a funny way. I'm eating raspberries. As a kid, I literally did not know that raspberries were so expensive because I lived on basically a raspberry field. Like there was like a raspberry field in my neighborhood where I lived, and so the raspberries just grew all the time, and I could just go and pick like baskets of them anytime I wanted. And so I was raspberry spoiled. And then when I was like in the store after we moved from there, asking mom to buy me raspberries, they were like $5 a tin. But I got these from Aldi and they were like $2. So I got them. But yeah, sweet raspberries have always been one of my favorite berries. And I also ate like a pretzel sub. No, a pretzel bun sandwich and some nuts over here that I have and some chocolate chips and some Teddy Grahams because we're back in school age. On Friday, something happened with my car. It just started making this terrible, terrible, terrible noise. And I don't know if you guys know or not, but I've been having a lot of car trouble lately, and I would just like for it to stop. And I feel like the solution is finally getting a new car, but you know, we will see about that because we don't want to jump to, we don't want to jump to like spending a ton of money that is unnecessarily. I mean, this next repair may be the last repair we need to do for a very long time. So, you know. So I'm there driving down the road on my way to Wegmans to get me some cherry tarts because that's what I was craving at the time. You know, the craving just changes per day. Just because I'm not pregnant doesn't mean I don't have cravings. I have cravings constantly. So I'm on my way to Wegmans dreaming about my cherry tart, and then I hear this terrible sound. And of course I'm always cold, so I'm in a fluffy jacket. Like I'm in a fluffy jacket with like the fluff around it. I will show you. And yeah, I just hear this terrible noise coming from the car, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I start slowing down because that's what you do when you hear a terrible noise. You start slowing down, but not slow enough that the next guy behind you is gonna like wreck into, you know? So I'm slowing down as far as I can. I'm on a 40-mile-an-hour road, which isn't too bad. So I'm like going down 35, 28, you know? The guy behind me is thankfully not honking me. He's just like going around passing me, and I'm like, okay. So the noise sounds like a pressure is building up in the car. And it's terrible because I'm literally like starting to sweat, and I'm just like panicking, right? I'm just like, oh my gosh, what's happening with the car? What's happening with the car? And I'm slowing down, and then I'm like, I gotta pull over. But I'm on one of those roads where like if you pull over, there's like a house here, like it's a main road, and then there's houses on the side. So I had to like go down the road a ways to find a place where I could turn into and finally like pull over the car. So while I'm getting to the place where I can turn over, then the noise just stops. And some people would think, oh, the noise stopped, everything's great. But at that point, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the point of the movie where the car just like blows up and everybody dies. And so I'm starting to literally drip sweat from my face. Like I'm just like, and I don't sweat. It doesn't happen. Like I don't sweat. So I literally was freaking out at this point. I got out the car and I'm looking at the wheel, inspecting the caliper, because you know we had some caliper problems with the Jeep. And so I'm like, okay, the caliper looks fine, the wheel looks fine, the wheel well looks fine, and I look underneath the car. I just see a whole bunch of liquid just like pouring down from underneath the middle of the car, and I'm like, oh god, that's not a good sign. And then I'm like, maybe the AC is on, maybe it's just dripping that water that's like, you know, the AC water. So I go in the car, but you know, I'm always cold, so of course I didn't have the AC on. And yeah, so I then pulled the car back a little bit so I could inspect the color of the fluids, and they were like a lime greenish yellowish tinge, and I was like, damn, my car has bacterial vaginosis. It's leaking coolant. So I look at the coolant reservoir, and the coolant says that it's at low. Had to go to Walmart instead of getting my cherry tart, and wait for the radiator to cool down, and I had to get this huge bottle of coolant that I'm still carrying around with me. Prestone. One of these guys talked to a guy at Walmart, and he basically said that it's not the reservoir which was leaking. He said that it's probably the radiator, and the radiator probably has some cracks in it and it needs to be repaired. So I like called my mechanic, and he told me to come in after work today so he can look at it and see what's going on and like hopefully fix it. But I've, yeah, literally been pouring coolant into my car every time I have to drive it. And I've been, like, leaking coolant. And it, like, freaks me out because I'm just like, what does coolant do to the environment? I just have to get that fixed today. Like, literally, I poured coolant into everything today, and it started making a gurgling sound on my way to work. And I was freaking out because it's my first day of training, and obviously I don't want to be late. So I was just like, oh my gosh, can I take this car? Is this car going to be okay? Like, it just made this gurgling sound like it was a stomach. Like, I was just listening to it as I was driving, and it's like, and I was just like, oh my gosh, what is that? So I pulled back into my driveway and was like, I had to pop the hood probably like 6 times just because I have this crazy paranoia about vehicles and blowing up. But then I just have to remember that I'm not that important and people aren't going to waste, like, expensive materials to blow up my car. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really just self-absorbed, really. I've watched too many movies, and too many cars have blown up in the movies I've watched, and so the paranoia ensues. But anyways, you guys don't want to know about that. Yeah, so I've been gone from YouTube for literally a month, and a lot has been happening in this past month. I finally decided to buckle down and get my life together. And by that, I mean take on even more stuff that I wasn't previously taking on. So I got my CDL permit, and it was a crazy story. What time is it? I don't want to be late. It's 12:54. I have to get back to work at 1:20. Well, work training. Anyways, yeah, so basically last week, on Friday, I went and took my test. My general knowledge test was 50 questions. Then I took the school bus test, which was 20 questions. And then I took the passenger test, which was another 20 questions. And then the airbags test, which was 25 questions. I failed that one, which is fine because on Monday, oh wait, that was the wrong week. It wasn't last week. That was the week before. So I went to DMV on last Monday and then retook the air brakes test and got my CDL permit at the same time. So now I am doing training, and next week I will be doing training in a bus. And then after that, I'll be testing for my license, and then hopefully I'll have my license by the end of this month. But it's been a lot of work, and I don't learn as well by, like, sitting there reading something like a dictionary type. So I basically recorded myself reading the book, edited myself reading the book, and then made videos and listened to or watched the videos constantly, like I was binge watching a Netflix show or something like that. Like, even on my way to the test, while I was driving on my way to the test that day, I was watching my video, and I passed most of my tests, which was great. It's just the air brakes test I didn't get to, like, record and edit because I ran out of time, because I kind of decided that I just wanted to, like, really crack down on this because we're making some moves right now, and I need to have a job so that we can make this move to, like, this new place that we're going to move to. So I just spur of the moment was like, okay, let me shut everything down. This is my priority right now. I need to study. And then I just started studying, and I was studying for 2 weeks, and I didn't have time to do the air brake section as thoroughly as I did the other sections, so I failed. But I passed in the end, so it's fine. After I made the video and I watched the video and edited the video, I was able to study with the video for only 2 days and then pass the next day. So it was like Friday I failed, then Saturday, Sunday, I recorded the video, edited the video, watched the video, and Monday morning, well, Monday at 5:30, at 5:15 on Monday, I passed. And so, yes, the video works, and I will be posting the videos for your knowledge soon. Oh, I also made a rap for my section 1. It was not the best work, but it works, you know? It helps you to retain information.
You must have a CDL to operate a single vehicle over 26,001 rate, or a combo vehicle just as heavy, towing 10K pounds or more like a tractor trailer Chevy, or a vehicle designed to transport 16 people or more, or hazardous material transport placards. You need 4, but your state may have additional definitions. And it's good to understand all the conditions. When it comes to CDL, there are 3 basic classes A, B, and C, and Class C sometimes carries gases.
And also, I've learned a lot about myself. I think I'm like a really visual learner, and so for this, I had to watch myself read the book to me, and then I understood. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel like there are other people like me, which is why I'm going to be posting a whole bunch of CDL videos soon. Not a whole bunch, but maybe like 1 to 4, depending on what I splice together, you know? But, yeah, that's been what's been going on. Oh, and wish me luck. driving the school bus. I hope they have enough cushions for me, and that the extended pedals work, and that I can see things, and that I don't have tons of blind spots, and that, well, I do have a lot of fears, I guess. But I'm also very excited, and that's a good thing. So, we'll see you in the next one. So today is day 3 for me. It is Wednesday, yeah. And I have you at this angle because I had you up in the stand yesterday, and then my phone overheated and I lost all the video footage that I actually recorded yesterday, which was sad. But yeah, I decided to make like lunch talk videos, and I didn't re-record it because, I don't know, it's not the same vibe when you try to re-record something, you know? So today, for lunch, I'm having scrambled tofu sandwich with spinach and avocados. And I brought chips. And then I also stole some of the kids' snacks. These are like literally knockoff. I didn't realize there are no bears on the actual, oh, there they are. Knockoff little cinnamon bear men. Grams, Teddy Grams. Knockoff Teddy Grams. Okay. And then I ate my granola bar already. And let us see. I think that's all the food. That's all the food. I'm gonna wind down my window because it's getting kind of hot in here. But we're keeping all our clothes on. So I just got CPR certified, which is pretty cool. We did like a whole class. It lasted from 9:30 until 12, so 12:05. So basically I learned a lot of things, and I feel like the key takeaways are you should shave your chest if you're a man so that you can put like a defibrillator, so if anything happens and you go into cardiac arrest, people don't have to like shave your chest to put the defibrillator on you. I think they call it an AED, but I feel like I could be wrong. My hard copy CDL came in yesterday, which is pretty cool. Yesterday I drove a school bus for the first time, and I was telling you about that and how excited I was about that, but then I just got so rudely deleted by my own phone without my permission. I'm now trying to find my CPR card that I just got, and I might have like legitimately lost because I'm so disorganized. Hello, sir. Jimmy Jones. I don't think I put it. Okay, maybe I put it in here with these. No, did not. Maybe I put it in here. I don't know. Yeah, during class today, I was having like a really rough time. Like, I was straight up falling asleep already as soon as I basically got there because these videos just are so, the way they're delivered is in such a boring way that my initial thing was to just fall asleep. And so I had to like get up and do the running man and like pace back and forth in the room and like, oh, it was crazy. It was pretty crazy, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. We made it through. Oh yeah, and also, if you're a woman, like wearing wire bras can also interfere with the AED. So like now I'm not gonna wear any wired bras. I haven't worn wired bras for a while because they're just super uncomfortable. And so when I was pregnant, I threw out all my wired bras and I got all of these other bras, and I'm like, well, that's good now. Where? Imagine I dropped my CPR card. Like, what on earth? This backpack has so many pockets, too. I haven't seen my mom today. I usually see my mom every day, because she works here, too, but I have not seen her today, which is sus. Maybe I stuck it in here like a goon, because I wasn't thinking. The lady who was giving us our CPR card, she put no on everything. So I had to, like, tell her, and she had to correct everyone's in the class. And she was like, thank you so much for catching that, but then 3 people had already left. And I was hoping that somebody would see it already, because I was looking at it the whole time while she gave us the CPR card. But she kept on talking, and she didn't stop talking until the end of class. So I didn't want to, like, interrupt her and be that one person, like, you know, interrupts. And so I didn't. And then by the time, like, as soon as class was over, like, 3 people just walked straight out the door. And the rest of the, like, few people stayed. But we had our masks on the whole time, except for when we were by our dummies, and then we were social distancing. And, there's interesting stuff. I learned a lot. Okay guys, I literally just got off the bus and I passed my test. I passed all of my tests in one go and I'm so excited. Like, it feels like a huge weight has been lifted off me. Like, I don't feel weightless or anything. You know, I still feel like aches and pains of being old and stuff. I mean, clearly I'm not old. I'm only 26, but okay, so one thing that was really irritating me but kept me going was my stomach was growling the whole time. Like, I was hungry, but you know, I was hungry for the win. I was hungry for the pass. I was like, I don't know. I like eat a lot of food and I've been waking up really early lately, so I haven't gotten to like eat as much food as I like should. Like, so this morning I woke up at 7, like basically just before I went out the door. At like 7:40, I ate a bagel, like a raisin bagel with cheese, a full-size raisin bagel with cheese, and then I ate a whole banana and some crackers and like 2 cheese cubes or something like that. And one would think that that would hold me, but I am the same kid who ate 2 12-inch subs at lunchtime from middle school throughout high school, and I was still hungry when I came home. So I ate a lot of food, and yeah, my stomach was growling the whole time. My test started at 10, and my stomach was already growling. Like at 10 o'clock, when I was supposed to be doing just the pre-trip inspection, I was already hungry, and I was like, dang, literally cannot hold myself. Like, there's just no amount of food. No, I'm joking. That's why I love food so much. Anyways, so yeah, my stomach was growling, and also my shoes, I guess I picked the wrong shoes, or I tied them too tightly. So like literally the whole time while I was driving, my gas pedal foot, well, my right foot, was like literally hurting the whole time, like at the top of my foot. I'm gonna fix it now because we cannot go on like this. Oh, that feels a lot better already. I think it was just that knot. What on earth? Anyways, that feels a lot better already. That was hurting my foot. I don't know why. But if I knew it was that easy to fix, I would have fixed it a long time ago. I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but yeah, it relieved a lot of pressure. But anyways, I'm about to take my 45-minute lunch break because some people are in a meeting, and then I have to go and see them, and I'll get like my paperwork done. You guys, I'm wearing eyeliner today. Do you like it? I'm also sweating, but I didn't want to turn on the car and be rude to you guys because you wouldn't be able to hear me as well. And I do be wanting you to have my full undivided you know, I'm gonna go eat now and call my mom and tell her that I am now about to be licensed. I have to try to get a DMV appointment, and then also my foot's still hurting. Dang it. I'm just gonna untie my shoelace and see how we go. But yeah, I have to try to get a DMV appointment, or if I don't get one if I don't get one tomorrow, I'm just gonna mail in my paperwork so that they can get it and make me a bus driver really quick so I can get my license, so I can maybe drive summer school, so I can get my 10 hours behind the way. And then that's my last hurdle that I need to do, except I need to drive out in the country on Monday. I'm gonna go see my cousin tomorrow. Yeah. Anyways, my foot is tingling. Okay, so basically I think I tied my shoelace so tight that I cut off the circulation, because literally now that I've untied my shoelace, my foot is literally like tingling right now. It's very weird. It's like tingling. Oh, so sad. I'm so glad that my foot didn't like lose all sensation while I was driving. That would have been sus. Right now it's 2 o'clock. So my instructor was right on the money when he said that it would start at 10 and end at 2. I went driving, I went on the highway, I did all the fancy stuff.
So today's Monday, and it was my last day of permit training. I did country road driving today, and I did all of my training practice in like a 2-year-old C2 bus. By the way, my hair did not look like this before. It looked a lot better. I'll show you a picture. My hair is like reverting because it was so hot today. Super humid. Another thing I didn't like about the bus was there was no AC. But I'm tired of my hair reverting after I've taken so long to do like, you know, all that stuff. My hair's been 5 years natural, so now I'm ready for everything to relax. Next week, I'm gonna relax and keratin it again for the first time in 5 years, and I'm so happy I set my appointment today. But anyways, so yeah. So the bus had no AC, and the brakes were really wonky. Like I had to put my foot all the way down to the floor for it. It was an IC bus, 2009 IC bus. I had to put my foot all the way to the floor, like the pedal, for it to like brake. And when I was stopped at like a stop sign or a stop light, the bus would start rolling forward if I couldn't maintain that pressure. And I'm short, so I can't maintain that pressure, and it was sucky. And I had to like, it hurt a lot. And also the seat was like hopping me up and down every time I was like going over bumps, which like, so the seat wasn't like solid or something. But apparently it's like powered by air pressure. So like basically it was really weird. Like every time I went over a bump, I was just flying up and down, flying up and down. So also my foot was flying up and down, and it was really sucky because I was trying to maintain like the proper speed. And like, good thing I drove a C2 bus for my test, because if I was driving that bus for my test, I would have failed because I would have gone over the speed limit or under the speed limit by more than 5, which is not allowed. So yeah, it was rough today, but I did stay inside the lanes for the most part. Okay, no, I didn't. I literally made that thing make the zzz sound multiple times. It was very sad. I felt like a noob again, and I'm really hoping that I don't get assigned that bus, because you have no choice as to what bus you get assigned. So yeah, I'm hoping they don't assign that bus to me, because I would be really sad about that. But I would also be really sad if they assign me a bus that has like propane, because propane gives me an instant headache the second I smell it, and after you like take out the propane thing, it like zaps. Oh, you guys see my nails? I actually got my nails done today. I had this hand done today, and then this hand was just like bare. But then when I came home today, I did this hand. So yeah, my nails are finally all done nicely. Anyways, yeah, so I think a lot of my fears about bus driving are like definitely like snipped. I think I'm a pretty good bus driver, and I'm really excited about everything. So now the next step would be to get all my paperwork, which I should have gotten on Thursday when I actually passed my test, but something was happening and the account, like, I don't know if they were putting it in wrong or what was going on, but it hasn't been fully processed yet. So hopefully it will all like straighten out tomorrow, and then I can go to DMV and get my paperwork turned in and get my license. I have to wait till I get my license to do my 10 hours behind the wheel with students in the bus. So if I can do that, then I can do that this week. I have an appointment for Wednesday, 3 hours away at a DMV, because there are no DMVs in my place that have any type of meetings or appointments. So hopefully everything gets straightened out by Wednesday so I can go. And then after that, I will be ready to take on my own route, and I'm going to try summer school to get myself like a feel of it. Then the first day of school, we're good. I applied for a 5-hour contract today, so hopefully I get a 5-hour contract. That'll be really awesome, because also I'll get paid during the summer next year when we're not driving, even if I don't do summer school. And if I do summer school, I'll get paid like on top of that, so that's really cool. I'm really excited, and hopefully everything just like falls into line. And I know I'm forgetting a ton of stuff because I'm like really tired and also excited, but yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will answer them for you. And I am still trying to like get all these CDL videos out for you guys. So as soon as I am done fully editing them and splicing them together, because they're like separate, and I know that I had some like errors in them that I have to go back and record over, but like for me it was fine, because I was reading the book while I was like doing it, and I could like hear the errors and like see it. But I don't want anyone to like read the wrong thing, if that makes sense, or listen to the wrong thing and then get the wrong thing in their head. So I'm just gonna like go over the parts that were wrong and re-record them and put them in, and then publish all the videos. So as soon as I get all of that done, I will publish those for you guys, and then we can do some other videos that I'm really excited about. So thank you guys so much for following me on this journey, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! And also, if you're looking for a hair growth serum, check in the description box below, and I will leave you my business, which has been suffering because I don't live alone and somebody in my house contracted COVID, so I shut down my business for like a month. But yeah, we're back open now and everyone's COVID free. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Please don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and tap that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. More videos come, so please stay tuned.